Ah, hey, ah, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Anishinaabemowin. Denise Kennedy doesn't cause. Pashkosh Ganakaning Donji. Jiginda Mama Ayayan. So my name is Denise Kennedy. I'm from Pasco First Nation. I was asked to come and do some basic language introductions, sentences, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So right now, today we're going to do just basic introduction. I'll write them down and then we'll pronounce them. So your very first sentence is Aninchikwakin. I'm going to be using the standard Roman orthography while I'm writing, but I will write them down phonetically at the same time. So this is Aninchikwakin. Aninchikwakin. How are you now? We don't have a specific way to say hello in our language. We just know how to say, we just say hello, how are you now? Or how are you now? This is the phonetic form, Anin Shikwagin. And these little symbols up here are called macrons, and that's in standard Roman orthography. Anin Shikwagin. How are you now? Okay, so that's your basic greeting when you meet somebody, Anin Shikwagin. There's various ways to answer that. Your first one will be Kangitno. Kangitno. I have problem writing them phonetically. I'm just used to writing them in SRO. I've been programmed to write them in SRO. Kangitno. Kangitno, which means nothing is wrong. Kangitno. So Anin Chigwakin, Kangitno, nothing is wrong. You could say quintas, you then, quintas. Anin Chigwakin, Kangitno, quintas, you then. Just rip these off. Okay. I don't know if it's okay to put them phonetically too. Yeah. Okay, another way to answer Anin Chigwakin, Bejikwan. 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 That means the same. So again, Anin Chigwakin, Kangkitno, or Bejikwan, the same. I'm feeling the same. Anyway. Anyway, so. Not the greatest, but not bad either. So. Anyway. And another one, Nimanoya. Jeez. Nimanoya. I am fine. I am fine. So whenever you hear anybody saying anin jikwakin, you could say kankit no, pejikwan, anyway, nimanoya. Those are all some good responses. So again, we'll go through them one more time. Anin jikwakin, kankit no, quintas, you then, pejikwan, anyway, nimanoya. I have big writing.
That's good.
So that's just a really basic when you're greeting somebody. Just giving you those words so you can respond to whenever you hear somebody saying anin. You'll hear them say anin. That means the same thing. Anin shikwagin. You can say again, kangkat no, pejikwan, anyway, nimanoya. Kangkat no, nothing is wrong. Pejikwan, the same. Anyway, so, and nimanoya, I'm good or I'm fine. Again, when you're greeting somebody and you don't know them, you'll ask them, what is your name? Anin is Nakazawin. Anin is Nakazawin. Mm-hmm. Anin is Nakazawin. Anin is Nakazawin. So when you see this little wedge on an S, it sometimes makes the Z sound. Anin is Nakazawin, double sound. So the Ojibways in the East use the double. And when you see a double in SRO, it's the make run over top, on top. Anin is Nakazwin. It should be double too. Anin is Nakazwin. What is your name? Actually, what are you called? What are you called? Anin is Nakazwin. So when you're answering, your name always goes ahead of. Diznagaz. So I would say Denise Diznagaz. Denise Diznagaz. So as it's shown in standard Roman orthography, it looks like it's saying Nit Diznagaz, but we dropped that I. We dropped that I. Diznagaz. Diznagaz. And you kind of make your how would you say that? Your nasal sound. Diznagaz. Denise Diznagaz. And you can't really say Diznagaz Denise. Your name always has to be before that. My name is. What is your name? Or what are you called? Sorry. My name is. whatever your name is, doesn't cause. So again, Anin is Nakazowin. Anin is Nakazowin. Denise doesn't cause. So you already said you're already able to say hello, how are you? Answer. Anin is Nakazowin. What is your name? Now you're gonna say, where are you from? Where are you from? Ande Wenjian. Yeah. Ande Wenjian. I just have a problem with this. Ande Wenjian. Wenjian. Ande Wenjian. Where are you from? So depending on where you're located, different regions use different ways of saying things. Another way to say is where you're from is Ande Wentosian. Ande Wentosian. Ande Wentosian. They mean the same thing. Just depending where you are, you'll hear different ways of saying it. Ande Wentosian. Same thing. Where are you from? Ande Wenjian. Ande Wentosian.
Where would they normally say the bottom?
This would be kind of like in Sakame area. Yeah. Yeah.
And in Pasco area, they say Ande Wenchayan.
Yeah. Ande Wenjian. But either or, and everyone will understand what you're saying. Anyways. Oh yeah, we have the answer. So, Ande Wentosian, Ande Wenjian. Where are you from? Again, oh. This one opening. Does that something look right? Yep. Okay. Ishkonokaning. Ishkonokaning. That means reserve. So you would put, just hold on. I'm missing some here. Donji. Ishkonokaning is reserve. The literal meaning to Ishkonokaning though is leftovers, because when reserves were made, First Nations were made, we were put on to leftover pieces of land. So that's the literal meaning to Ishkonokaning. So, Ande Wenjian, Pashko Ishkonokaning Tonji. Pashko Ishkonokaning no Tonji. Ishkonokaning Tonji. Again, you don't say Nitonji. Tonji. You use that nasal again. Tonji. I am from. Pasqua. And again, your First Nation goes in front of Ishkonokaning. Pascuash Ganakanin Donji. I am from Pascua Reserve. Where I come from. So you've learned how to say Anin Shakwakin, Kongket no, nothing's wrong, Beijikwan, the same, anyway, so, Nimanoya, I'm fine. Anin as Nakazwin, what is your name? What are you called? Denise Dizinakaz, Ande Wenjian, Pasquash Ganakaning Nitonji. And then another one, it's nice to meet you. Niminwendan Nakiskunan. Naminwendan Nakishkonan. Niminwendan Nakishkonan. It's nice to meet you.
I actually heard that in a song. Yeah, there's a song like that.
It's probably Niminwendan Nakishkonan. Yeah, Niminwendan Nakishkonan. You use songs to it's easier to learn your language while singing. That's why when we're teaching little kids, we use a lot of singing. So a lot of my lessons, I was taught by Lynn Cody, Margaret Cody, and they're always saying teach your introduction first and then your family. I won't be doing family today. I'll do it later. But I wanted to be able to, by doing these sentences, I wanted people to be able to introduce themselves. Hello, how are you? My name is, I'm from. It's nice to meet you. Being able to put those sentences into a short paragraph so you're able to introduce yourself. So it's not just a bunch of sentences. You're able to use it in every day when you're meeting somebody new or just anyone in general. So I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna make the page. I'm gonna write it down on the page as our, and then I'm gonna sing you a song. But first we'll do the introduction. So this is my goal today for you, is for everyone to be able to introduce themselves. Should I leave it blank? Yeah, I'll leave it blank. So it seems really short, but it could be a little bit tongue-tying when you're just starting. So your goal today is to learn how to introduce yourself in the Saulteaux language. Anin Chikwakin, Denise Dizinakaz, Pashkwash kanakaning donji. Niminwentan nakishkonan. So you're saying, how are you? My name is, or I'm called, I'm from Pasqua Reserve, and I'm happy to meet you.
You want some water?
Sure,
You want some water? I have water in my vehicle.
sure.
Before
So-
you start singing.
So well, I'm gonna say this about 3 more times, so you guys are hearing it, and you'll be able to hopefully get it stuck in your head. Anin Shigwakin, Denise Diznakas, Pashkwash Kanakaning Donji, Nimin Wendan Nakishkonan. How are you? My name is Denise. I come from Pasqua Reserve. I am happy to meet you. Anin Shigwakin, Diznakas, Denise Diznakas, Pashkwash Kanakaning Donji, Nimin Wendan Nakishkonan. Niminwendan nakishkonan. Pashkwash kanakanin nintonji. Denise Diznakas. Anin Shikwakin. One more time. Anin Shikwakin. Denise Diznakas. Pashkwash kanakanin tonji. Niminwendan nakishkonan. Jeez, canine. Okay. So I kind of scrunched the song together, but this is the song that I use to sing to the younger grades. This song was actually made by Margaret Cody. She's one of my teachers. She uses it to sing to little kids too. So I borrowed it for her to sing to my students. And it teaches what I taught you just a while ago. So it goes, Anin chikwa, kin. Kankit no, kankit no nin. Quintas, anin chikwa kin. Kankit no, kankit no, kenin. Run out of So, but you use the little actions when you're doing it. So you just go, Anin chikwa, kin. Kankit no, kankit no nin. Quintas, anin chikwa kin. Kankit no, kankit no, kenin. So how are you? Nothing's wrong. Nin means me. Nothing's wrong with me. Quintas, you then. Anin chikwakin, how are you? Kankit no, kenin, nothing's wrong with me either. So that's what we use to teach the little ones. Okay. So today we're gonna do the immediate family kinship. So, and then in a later lesson we'll expand it to our extended family. But for today, it'll be just the immediate family. And the reason for that is we don't want to give too much information. We don't want it to be too overwhelming, little by little. So when you're saying your relatives, you would say Dinawe Makanak, my relatives, my relations. So we'll start with that. Dinawe Makanak. I'll go like this. Dinawe Makanak, my relations. Dinawe Makanak. We'll start, and then we'll go with Nimishomish, my grandfather. Nimishomish. my grandfather. Nimishomish. And then there's different ways. For my grandmother, nokomis, nokomis. You'll hear nokomis or you'll hear noko. All means the same. Kokonan is another way to say grandmother. But my grandmother is nokomis or noko, my. You'll always hear people saying kokam. You're actually saying your grandma when you're saying kokam. You'll say, oh, hi, kokam. You're saying, hi, your grandma. So it should be noko or nokomis. It's become so normalized that people say kokam. It's kind of like a slang now, but you're actually saying your grandmother when you're saying that. So, denue makanak, oh, nimishomish, nokomis, noko. I'll put it here. Sorry, I forgot about that. I'll just put them in brackets. Noko. So again, denue maganak, mishomish, noko, nokomis. Nebaba. Nebaba. My dad. My father. Ni mama. Ni mama. My mother. So the modern day to say my father and my mother in our language, ni baba, ni mama. Ni baba, ni mama. But nose is another one, and then is the old way, nose, and nika from mother. But again, dialect differences. Oh, sorry. What can I do now? Okay. Nisai. How can I write that? Ni. Does that make sense? Nisai. No, not really. Nisai. 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 Nisai, my big brother. Or my older brother. Nisai. Nisai. Nimise. Nimise. Nimise, my older sister. So again, Nisae, my big brother. Nimise, my older sister, or my older brother. Nisae, nimise. And then if you have a younger sibling, you would just say nichimes. Nichimens. Nichimens, younger sibling. There's no real way to say younger brother or younger sister. So nisaye, nimise, nichimens. Ni mama, ni papa, no comis, ni misomis. Tenue makanak, my relations. Baby sim. It's just baby sim, just a baby if there's a baby in the family. Baby sim.
Son and daughter.
Yeah. Denise, my daughter. Denise. Running out of space here. I write too big. Nicosis. Denise, Nicosis. So again, you're not saying the nitanis. You're saying danis, Nicosis. My son and my daughter. We'll also before next lesson, before we move on to extended family, we'll put those into sentences. Like my mother's name is, my father's name is, my big brother's name is, my daughter's name is. We'll do that in the next. Who else is there? Grandchild. No sister, no science. Grandchild. My grandchild. No sis. No sis, and then like your little small grandchild. This is just your grandchild in general. No sis, no science. My little tiny grandchild. Okay. How would I word that? Yes. No science. Just like that, I guess, eh? My little grandchild. So this is your basic, your immediate family. So again, my relations, Dinawe Makanak, Nitinawe Makanak, Nitinawe Makanak. My grandfather, Nimishomis, Nimishomis, Nimishomis. My grandmother, No Comis, No Comis, No Comis. Or here, No Ko, No Ko, No Ko. My mom, ni mama, ni mama, ni mama, or nika, nika, nika. My dad, ni papa, ni papa, ni papa, or nose, nose, nose. My older brother, Nisaye, Nisaye, Nisaye. My older sister, Nimise, nimise, nimise. Younger sibling, nichimes, nichimes, nichimes. Who else do we have? Baby, babysim, babysim, babysim. My daughter, Danis, Danis, Danis. My son, Nicosis, Nicosis, Nicosis. My grandchild, Gnosis, Gnosis. And a little baby, Nociens, Nociens, Nociens. So another way of teaching is TPR, total physical response. I've just selected a few different words. I'll use more throughout the lessons, but today we're just going to do a few different words just to introduce TPR to people who are not familiar with what total physical response. So I'll go through them first. I'll tell you what they mean, and then we'll do the actions with them. So your first one is napan, napan, sleep, napan, napan. Wanishkan, wanishkan, wake up, wake up. So when we're saying napan, wanishkan, all of these words, it's for one person. You're directing it to only one person. Later we'll do it for more people. Napan, wanishkan, apen, sit, wisanin, eat, minikwewan, drink, anameon, pray, kajingkwen, wash your face, gizi kapiteon, I'm getting tongue-tied, gizi kapiteon, brush your teeth. Benakweon, brush your hair. Anawepezon, get dressed. Not exactly in that order, but that's the basics. So nepan, wanishkan, apen, wisanin, minikweon, anameon, kazingkwen, kizipi katpetion, panikwayon, and nawepezon. So that's pretty much it. And then in the Saulteaux language, we don't have a word to say goodbye. It's always see you again later. Gigawapamin minowa. Gigawapamin minowa. I'll see you again later. So like even because we don't believe in saying goodbye, even when a person passes on, that we know, we don't say goodbye, we'll say see you again later, because eventually we will. Gigawapamin minowa. See you again later. I'll see you again. Gigawapamin. Or you can say see you again. Gigawapamin minowa. See you again later.
Ah, hey, ah, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Way, oh, ha, ha, hey, oh, hey, oh.